So guys, this time around, we're going to talk about the Atari Lynx. Probably one of those weird systems that doesn't get as much love as other handhelds. You know, not nearly as much love, obviously, as Nintendo Game Boys or the DS's or, the Game Gears of the world. The Lynx is probably the system that most people are more likely going to forget when you talk handhelds. Now, there is a group of people who severely love this system, and it's a very cult, hardcore base for the Atari Lynx. It's just not something when you look on YouTube or other places, you're going to find a lot of stuff going on about it. And in this case, Furtek, now these are the same guys who did a Super Neo Geo Color Pocket and a Nintendo Virtual Boy TV-Out modifications, have made a out modification for the Atari Lynx. So if you want to play it on your TV, one of the obviously knocks on all handheld systems, especially the early ones, was simply you had to look at the screen at the right angle to get the perfect picture, or they weren't backlit, or battery life. These are all issues with the screens. Now, while this doesn't necessarily fix the battery life issue, this does fix a lot of TV screens issues you had with hitting at the right angle and no backlit and other stuff that were the problem with the handhelds back then. It's gonna be, you could put it on your big TV. Now, before you get all excited saying I want that, you have to order this from Furtek himself on his website. And this is not a cheap kit. For kids to install yourself, it's $115. For those wanting basically the Atari Lynx with the full setup, it's $130. So while you think it may be cool to be on your TV, that price does put it out of price range for some people. Go, you know what? That'd be cool, but at that price, maybe it's not cool enough. For me, I certainly don't need to spend $150 on it. I don't even have an Atari Lynx myself. It's one of those systems I really want to get, but I never actually got around to it. I find it interesting. That's why this article kind of interests me. I mean, this is a case if you can live with just that screen, that price is, you're probably say, yeah, I can pass. But if you're someone who you like the games, but that screen, you can't play with that screen, this could be an option for you. Again, a little pricey, if you want to, do it. But again, modifications, how many people are making modifications for this? So it's cool that, again, people are making this stuff for people who are interested in it, who, these are a lot of niche markets we're talking about here, right? This is not something that, a bunch of people are going to do. It's just a niche market where people have one go, that'd be kind of cool to do it, or I have a second one and I just want to, that'd be cool to have this one be able to plug into my TV and play it out. So what do you think about this Atari Lynx TV-Out? The other question I have, what price do you think, I mean, the modification, there's a lot of work to make a modification. This isn't a simple case of, you got to trial error and do stuff to get it right. It's not a case of, and your own time involved, right? It's not a simple case of, these are not always easy to do. But when modifications like this, for example, TV-Out come out, what do you think is the right price for this stuff? Because I don't think, there's no set market for this stuff. Like, for example, when you talk homebrews, there is a set market, right? $60, depending on the game system, rarity, you can charge $60 for a homebrew. But $60 is like the ceiling for the regular edition, obviously. There is no set ceiling for these kind of kits. Anyway, guys, like always, thanks for watching, and I'll make another video soon.